Hey guys, it's Hype Train here, this time with another series of JRPG news for the month of April 2023. This is a video series where I round up current news going on with JRPG games. I'll include articles in the description below, where you can read up more on all the news I mentioned in this video. So with all that said, let's just jump right into it. The biggest JRPG news this month is that there's a rumor of a Persona 3 remake under development. On Twitter, there was a leaked video of several games in development at Sega Atlus. Apparently, there was gameplay footage of the Persona 3 remake. I love the way the graphics look in the footage, and I really want to hear more information soon, as Persona 3 is one of my most favorite JRPGs. Just seeing this classic remade with modern production value is a dream come true. So this footage is from Persona 3 Portable, but I'll include the gameplay clip of the Persona 3 remake at the end of this section. Also in the leaked footage of several games in development at Sega Atlus, apparently there's a new Jet Set Radio game under development. Jet Set Radio is not a JRPG, but I really want to include this as the Jet Set Radio games were some of my most favorite hidden gems. The first Jet Set Radio released for the Sega Dreamcast in 2000. In the game, you play as several inline skaters who go around spray painting Tokyo to fight against rival gangs and the police. The game had a very stylish, cel-shaded art style, and the soundtrack had a lot of really good underground hip-hop and alternative music. There was a sequel called Jet Set Radio Future that released for the original Xbox back in 2002. I absolutely loved both games as a kid, and I'm so happy to get a new Jet Set Radio game. So this footage is from the original Jet Set Radio, but I'll include a gameplay clip of the new Jet Set Radio game. Square Enix announced that their HD 2D remake of Live Alive is now coming to PS4, PS5, and PC on April 27th, 2023. Live Alive originally came out for the Super Nintendo in 1994, but was only available in Japan. It was then remade with HD 2D graphics similar to Octopath Traveler, and released for the Switch in 2022. Live Alive can be thought of as a predecessor to Octopath Traveler. It features 8 different playable characters with their own stories in different settings. For example, one character you play as is a martial artist in Imperial China. Another example, you play as a cowboy in the American Wild West. The reception for the remake was very positive, and many people were happy that they have a chance to play this game. This is a game I'm definitely interested in playing, so I'm happy to see the game coming to PC and PlayStation consoles. There's going to be a new Dragon Quest game. Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, is an action RPG developed by Game Studio and Kai Graphics, and published by Square Enix. This game is based off of a spin-off anime series based on the Dragon Quest franchise. The game just got announced for a worldwide release for the PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC in fall 2023. There has been gameplay footage of the game from months ago, back when this game was at that time only announced for a Japanese release. I'm not sure if this is a game I'd be into, as I actually don't have that much experience with the Dragon Quest games, but the art style does look really good to me. NIS America will release Monochrome Mobius, Rights and Wrongs Forgotten for PS4 and PS5 in North America, Europe, and Oceania in fall 2023. The turn-based JRPG first launched for the PS4 and PS5, but only in Japan. It was available worldwide on Steam when it released on November 17th, 2022. So this game is based off of the Utawarare Rumono series of games and is developed by Aqua Plus. And please be easy on me if I didn't pronounce the name of the series correctly. The previous games were visual novels mixed with tactical RPG gameplay. I myself don't have much experience with these games, but from what I know, playing the prior games is not required for Monochrome Mobius. I do like the art style, the character design, and the turn-based combat does look like something I'd enjoy. If I have the time, I check out this game and play it if it goes on a good sale. Infinite Mana is a new indie JRPG from Wonderlust Games. The game has a HD 2D art style and is set to release for the PC on December 1st, 2023. The developers did start a Kickstarter campaign and want to bring the game to other consoles such as the Switch. The game is set in the world of Arukea and you play as the Wanderer, someone who can control reality by glitching the world around them. There is going to be 22 different playable classes in this game. I'm a sucker for these indie pixel art turn-based JRPGs, and this one looks really interesting. I love the environments and the soundtrack, and the whole glitching mechanic looks intriguing. I'll keep my eye on this game when it releases. Cross Tales is a strategy RPG developed by Rideon Japan and published by Kemco. It is set to release for the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC on July 20th, 2023. The game has two major characters, and each character belongs to a different race. The Hundians are a dog-like race, and the Felice are a cat-like race. You get to experience the storyline through two different perspectives of the main characters. The game has over 60 stages and multiple endings depending on choices you make in the storyline. The game has over 30 jobs, and you can combine jobs and skills for a wide variety of playstyles. Gameplay-wise, the game looks solid for a strategy RPG, but I'm not yet sold on the art style and the in-game character models and graphics. Loop 8 Summer of Gods is a turn-based JRPG set in a small Japanese town of Ashihara in 1983. It is developed by Marvelous and published by Xseed, and is set to release on June 6, 2023 for Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. The developer released a small gameplay walkthrough video. In the game, you play as Nini, who has the power to reset time. In the game, Nini resets the month of August over and over again to go into the underworld and try to defeat the Kegai, which are monsters that will end the world. A lot of the storyline is presented through visual novel dialogue scenes, and some of the dialogue is voice acted, while some are not. Throughout the game, you can make choices in the storyline that will affect the emotions of the characters around you and the way the storyline plays out. So anytime you go into the underworld, Nini can bring two other characters to form a three-person party. There are bosses in the underworld that have three emotions toward each of your party member, and these emotions depend on the choices you make during dialogue and the storyline. These emotions are friend, affection, and hate. Characters with a lot of hate will receive more damage from the boss, so it's a good idea to not bring characters with a lot of hate from the boss. Characters with more affection from the boss will make the boss weaker and do less damage. In combat, you can only control Nini while the other party members are controlled by the AI. You can charge your attacks with the 3 emotions of hate, affection, or friend. Attacks with hate do more damage, but will make the boss do more damage to your party. Attacks with affection and friend will do less damage to the boss, but will also make the boss do less damage to your party members. This game gives me a Persona vibe in terms of being a dark, modern-day, turn-based JRPG. And the storyline reminds me of Summertime Rendering, which is a recent anime that I loved. The only complaint I have is that the frame rate looks really choppy. I hope that this is a case of the footage being from an earlier build of the game, or that the footage is from the Switch version. The rest of the game, the art style, the storyline, and the combat mechanics are all good and have really interesting concepts. I'll keep my eye on this to see how this game turns out when it releases. So there you have it, that's all the current JRPG news I have so far for the month of April 2023. If you like this video and want to keep up on all the latest news on JRPGs, be sure to click on the like and subscribe button. It helps out my channel, and it helps me put out more content such as this video. Once again, my name is Hype Train. I am signing out, and I'll see you next time.